Proverbs 14. He that walketh in his uprightness feareth the Lord, but he that is perverse in his ways despiseth him. In the mouth of the foolish is a rod of pride, but the lips of the wise shall preserve them. Where no oxen are, the crib is clean, but much increase is by the strength of the ox. A faithful witness will not lie, but a false witness will utter lies. A scorner seeketh wisdom, and findeth it not. But knowledge is easy unto him that understandeth. Go from the presence of a foolish man, when thou perceivest not in him the lips of knowledge. The wisdom of the prudent is to understand his way, but the folly of fools is deceit. Fools make a mock at sin, but among the righteous there is favor. The heart knoweth his own bitterness, and a stranger doth not intermeddle with his joy. But the tabernacle of the upright shall flourish. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. Even in laughter the heart is sorrowful, and the end of that mirth is heaviness. The backslider in heart shall be filled with his own ways, and a good man shall be satisfied from himself. The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going.
So then if we follow Levitical law, then you're saying that we should go ahead and hang a stone around a person's neck and throw them in the water if they're homosexuals? Are you saying that we're not allowed to wear different fabrics which are tied together because that's Levitical law, sir? By the way, are you saying that we're no longer allowed to eat pork because that's Levitical law? You want me to keep going down what Levitical law is, because you have no fucking idea what you're talking about. In Levitical law, if you're a homosexual, you are to have a millstone wrapped around your neck and you are to be thrown in a river until you are dead. That is Levitical law. Are we supposed to follow direct to Judaism law for the prescriptions of those people simply because they did those things? The answer is no. That makes no fucking sense. No sense at all.
Leviticus 20. If a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. Genesis 19. And the Lord rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Lord out of heaven. And he overthrew those cities, and all the plain, and all the inhabitants of the cities, and that which grew upon the ground.
In a study published in the journal Scientific Reports, researchers showed that the ancient city of Tal el-Hammam was struck by a massive airborne explosion with the power of 1,000 atom bombs. The city was completely destroyed by the resulting firestorm and pressure waves. Its remains are located in Jordan, near Israel's Dead Sea. Researchers believe the fiery explosion from up high struck around 3,600 years ago and might have given rise to the story of Sodom, which, according to biblical text, was destroyed as punishment for immorality. The scientists say evidence strongly suggests that the city was struck from above by a meteorite mostly composed of ice, which exploded in the air because of very high temperatures caused by friction in Earth's atmosphere. City dwellers who saw the explosion would have been blinded instantly. Clothing and wood burst into flames immediately. Swords, spears, and mud bricks melted as the city was engulfed in flames. The shock wave that followed blew apart the buildings, causing charred bricks to rain down on villages many miles away.
You want me to keep going down what Levitical law is? Because you have no fucking idea what you're talking about. In Levitical law, if you're a homosexual, you are to have a millstone wrapped around your neck and you are to be thrown in a river until you are dead. That is Levitical law.
Matthew 18. At the same time came the disciples unto Jesus, saying, Who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? And Jesus called a little child unto him, and set him in the midst of them, and said, Verily I say unto you, except ye be converted, and become as little children, ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven. Whosoever therefore shall humble himself as this little child, the same is greatest in the kingdom of heaven. And whoso shall receive one such little child in my name receiveth me. But whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and that he were drowned in the depth of the sea. Leviticus 11. And the swine, though he divide the hoof, and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you. Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch, they are unclean to you. Genesis 2. And the Lord God commanded the man, saying, Of every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat of it. For in the day that thou eatest thereof thou shalt surely die. Genesis 3. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, hath God said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? And the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, Ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die, for God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof, and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. Matthew 5. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments, and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.